For color balancing, we first need to use the LAB sliders. When you adjust the color adjustment slider, the image's luminosity also changes. You can control this using the L slider, which stands for luminosity. If you don't want to adjust luminosity manually, you can select the Preserve Luminosity checkbox. To add or remove specific colors, use the last three sliders. Only use those for fine-tuning or correcting extreme color casts. Most of the time, you should be working with just the A and B sliders. If you move the A and B sliders to the left, red increases. If you move both to the right, red decreases. If you find the A and B sliders confusing, think of them as similar to temperature and tint. In this image, you can see there's a strong magenta cast on the skin. Let's understand how to fix this with color balancing. As mentioned earlier, we'll start with the A and B sliders. Watch closely, we increased green, but there's still magenta remaining. This happens often. Even in Photoshop, you try moving color balance sliders, but the color doesn't get removed. In such situations, use the last three sliders. Now watch here, we are increasing green, and most of the magenta is gone. Next, we'll add a bit of yellow and remove some red. Now click OK, and you'll see the magenta is completely gone, and the skin tone looks much better. In this example, the skin has a slight yellow tint, but the background and other areas do not have a yellow tint. So what do? Open the color balance option. As we said before, start with the A and B sliders. Watch what happens when we use the B slider here. The background also becomes slightly blue, including highlights and hair. But we only want to remove the yellow from the skin. For that, we'll use the last three sliders as explained earlier. So, to reduce the yellow in the skin, we use the last slider. Now you can see the yellow has been removed. You can check the before and after. In this example, the image just has a simple color balance issue, so we'll use only the LAB sliders. In this image, no color is overly saturated or lacking, so avoid the last three sliders. The image looks cool-toned, so we'll warm it up slightly. And slightly reduce the luminosity. Now you can see the before and after.